If there's a process that you use a lot in Photoshop, or if you want to be able to create a special effect and then apply that to a variety of images, actions are a perfect way to be able to record everything that you do and then play them back automatically. So today we're creating a split color action. We're going to start off by going to Window and then down here to Actions. Now with your actions, we're going to go ahead and create a new folder. So let's go ahead and click on our folder icon and we'll just call this split color and hit OK. And then we're going to click here on plus for our action. So we're creating a folder first and then the action itself with this plus. So let's click there and I'll just call this as well split color. Perfect. And we're going to click on record. Now, literally anything that I do in Photoshop now is going to get recorded here on this list. You can see the red record icon. It's red, so it means it's recording. Like if I go down here, for instance, and I create a new layer, we can see right over here, it says make layer. Okay, so perfect. Literally everything that I'm doing is going to get recorded. Now, I've made a new layer above my background layer. And what I want to do is create basically a copy of my background. And we're going to use apply image to do this. It'll take a snapshot of everything you see and put it on your new layer. So let's go to image and down here to apply image. There we go. Perfect. And we'll just hit OK. Very good. So you can see we have our background and we have a layer 1, which is set to, like we used apply image to create that copy. And here we can see make layer and apply image. Okay, now let's go ahead and run this action. Don't worry, you can start and stop actions as many times as you want. You can record them. You can edit them after the fact. So they're a work in progress. Now let's go ahead right over here to the stop icon and it's going to stop recording the action. So right now the action literally just makes a layer and applies an image. So let's go over to our layer over here and I'm just going to click on the delete key. And now we're going to go to our split color action. Here we go. And we're going to see when I hit play, it's going to make a layer and apply image. So we'll hit right here, the play icon, and when I do it, boom, it literally just did that very quickly. It made a layer and it applied the image. Okay, so now let's go ahead and start resuming the creation of our action. You don't have to start over and over again. You can simply click on the last step that you did, okay? And we're gonna click again on our record. So now, again, anything that I do in Photoshop is going to get recorded again and again and again. Okay. So with this layer, the first thing that I want to do is we're going to move this to the right-hand side. Now, when you're making actions, it's a good idea to use, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the move tool, okay? And then I'm going to hold shift and use the right arrow. So instead of clicking and dragging it with the mouse, it's good to use like the right or the left arrows. That's going to help it remember exactly what you did. So I'm going to hit shift and click to the right 2 times. Okay, that's just going to move it over 10 pixels, 5 pixels each time I did that. Okay, next we're going to do is just double click right over here on our layer. So double clicking here, and I'm creating a pretty simple action today, but we're creating a split color. So where it says our advanced blending, here where it says channels, we're just going to unable the red channel. So this is not going to include the red channel. And what we're going to see is basically it just creates this interesting effect. So if I just click this visible and invisible, if you look up here, it creates like a cool split color effect. So just unclick and then click the red channel. There we go. We're going to hit OK there. Fantastic. So let's go ahead and hit stop and see how that looks now. So I'll just delete this layer and we'll start over from scratch again. So let's go to split color and hit play. Boop. And we can see, yep, it started our split color effect. Pretty cool. Now we're back to the very end again and we're going to hit record. So it's a good idea when you're creating an action to kind of like check it multiple times while you're creating it. That way you don't create all your steps and then you realize, oh, I made an error early on, right? So we know that everything works perfectly up until here. So let's go ahead and hit record. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and duplicate this layer. So I'm gonna hit Control-Command-J to duplicate, boop, Control-Command-J, and then I'm gonna use my move tool. So V for the move tool and hit shift and then click to left arrow. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2. So this is going, 20 pixels over to the way left. There we go. Now we're going to double click on this and we're going to, instead of checking the red channel, we're going to use the green channel. There we go. So we can see, let's hit stop. There we go. We can see each of these creates an interesting effect. So we can have our original image, we have our split color to the right and a different split color to the left. So here we have this really cool split color effect. It looks like we have a magenta shift to the right and a green shift to the left. Now, of course, I could do literally anything in Photoshop and it would record it. I just wanted to make something relatively simple so we could kind of see how this works. Let's go ahead and zoom in so you can see this. Now, I'm gonna hold Shift and click on both of those layers. We'll just delete them and we'll go to our split color and then hit play. And you can see it basically just does exactly that. So no matter what image that I choose, every time that I do that, it's going to create this effect. We can click those, hit delete, hit play one more time, boom, and there we have it. Now, the cool thing here is we can continue to add and work with this action after we've made it, okay? So now let's say we wanna add like a blur effect to this image. I just wanna blur it to the left and the right. So we're gonna go back down to the very latest set current layer. I'm on the layer itself, and we're gonna hit this record icon here. So let's hit record, and we're just gonna go to filter. We're gonna go down to where it says blur, and we're gonna go to motion blur. There we go. Now here, I can actually just choose a motion blur for this image. Okay, there we go. And let's say we choose like a really strong motion blur. I'm at like 290 pixels here, a really strong motion blur. Let's hit okay. And then I'm gonna hit stop here. So let's go ahead, again, we're just gonna delete everything and then start on the very beginning and hit play one more time, boop. And you can see, yeah, it did apply all those things. But what about if I wanna control the motion blur? I don't want it to just set that 291 pixels every single time. All I have to do is click right over here to this dialog box next to motion blur, and then it's going to allow me to actually choose my motion blur while it's creating the action. So let's go ahead and delete these. There we go. And then we're gonna hit play at the very top for the split color, hit play there. And then now we see we have the motion blur slider, and I can just simply change this to whatever motion blur that I want. Okay, there we go, that looks good, and we'll hit okay. Now, another cool thing that you can do is actually add instructions. Let's say you're gonna be giving this action to other people. Maybe you wanna sell this online. Maybe you wanna say, hey, choose the motion blur that you think looks best. Okay, how do you add that in? Well, it's really easy. Right before the step, so we're just gonna go to the step before the motion blur, okay? Then I'm gonna click here on our menu and we're gonna go down to where it says insert stop, okay? And you basically just get to record a message, all right? Choose the motion blur, all right? We're gonna hit allow continue and hit okay. So now you can see it's going to set the current layer, and that's basically just saying what channels it's gonna be visible. Then it's gonna stop and give you a message, and then it's gonna allow you to choose the motion blur with your settings. All right, let's go ahead and click on delete there, and we'll just go back to our split color, and then click on play. Boom. So here we go. That's literally the message that I chose. I said choose the motion blur. We're gonna hit continue, and now I can choose the motion blur that I'd like. How cool is this? Let's hit okay, and you're good to go. Now, what about if you wanted motion blur back on this layer, okay? Well, you can do that right over here. Remember where we had set current layer, okay? That is basically the step in which we created this layer. So let's just delete this layer above it. We're going back to this step here, okay? And we're gonna click on record. There we go. We're gonna go to filter and down to motion blur. There we go. Let's hit on stop. I'm going to add the dialog or the control for that motion blur, and let's see if that worked. Okay, so very top here, we're gonna hit play. Cool, now I can choose the motion blur for this first layer, hit okay. It says choose the motion blur for the second layer, and I can do that too. And then if I wanna include a stop, let's go ahead and do this right over here. We'll go to our menu, go down to insert stop, and I'll say choose motion blur. And then we wanna make sure we hit allow continue and hit on enter. It's basically gonna do the same thing. So we're gonna have two dialog boxes and two ability to choose the motion blur. And if you want to change the default motion blur, just double click right here on your motion blur, and it'll change to the default setting of whatever it defaults when you pull it up. There we go. So I just double clicked on that motion blur to get basically like a suggested blur. Okay, let's go ahead. We're pretty much done. Let's go ahead and delete everything again. We go back to our split color action. Here we go. Just make sure we see everything. And again, it's going to make a layer. It's going to apply the image. It's going to move the layer. It's going to change the knockout channel, which gives us that color effect. We have our message and then a motion blur. Then it's going to make a duplicate. Okay, it's going to move that. It's going to apply that knockout effect with color channels for that color effect. It's going to create a message and then another motion blur. So let's hit play. Up at the very top, choose motion blur. There we go. All right, that looks pretty cool. Hit OK. Next, choose motion blur and hit OK. Look at that. And here we have that effect. Now, if you do this effect and you're like, that's too much motion blur, it's no big deal. Just delete those. We'll hit play on this and we'll say, you know what? I want a little bit less of a motion blur on this. Totally cool. So you can change this for every single image. Every single time that you do this, you're going to have a slightly different effect, and we're able to recreate this. So now literally any image that I bring into Photoshop, all I have to do is go into my action, click on split color and hit play, and we'll be able to do this from scratch. Now, the coolest part of all, you can actually export these actions out so you can share them online. You can even sell them, and well, you're going to be able to download this action totally free. Just click on the link right down below. You can download this sample image and this action from Phlearn.com. Go ahead to your menu options and then down here to save actions. Save actions, go ahead and find where you'd like to include it. In this case, it's going to be included in your download when you download all this from Phlearn.com. Go ahead and give it a name and then click on save. I've already saved it, so I'm going to hit replace and you're good to go. Now, if you want to load this action in your action dialog, really easy to do. Just go ahead and click on your menu item right there, go down to load actions, okay? And then click on the action you'd like to load. There we go. I've already loaded it, so it's grayed out here, but all you have to do is click on it and click open, and it'll load right here in Photoshop. So the next time you find yourself doing a repetitive task, or you just want to create a special effect that you can apply to all your images, actions are the way to go. If you enjoyed this video, give us a big thumbs up, and if you want to get more free tutorials, click on subscribe. Thanks so much, and I'll Phlearn you later. Bye everyone.